Welcome, I'm Laura Flanders, and this is GRITtv.
There are pockets of poverty that women suffer that are commensurate with those of women in developing countries. So we have a long way to go.
Even Walmart understood that, and it got involved in raising the federal minimum wage a couple of years ago because it understood that its consumers, mostly working class and poor folks, could not afford to go to Walmart twice or 3 times a week anymore. They can only go once a week.
We're talking about 2.5 million Iraqis out of a population of 25 million who've been displaced internally, another 2 million who live outside and be displaced externally. Where's the kind of ethical, where's the moral condemnation for this?
I teach my students that, this sort of idea that the journalist has to be objective and distanced, detached in the sense that you can't get overly involved. But I think we have a responsibility also to help.
You cannot torture and be invulnerable. You cannot torture and create a bubble around yourself. It will come back to bite you and it will blow up in your face.
I don't think we're educating people. I think we're teaching them to take tests.
Students that are doing better on the tests are the ones that are getting the funding. Clearly, they're not the ones that need the funding for the materials to learn.
Sometimes it's not just the school district, it's the initiative that the kids take.
You have the highs and the lows, and you're trying to bring them together, as opposed to bringing the lows up and making the highs even higher. So really what you're doing is striving for mediocrity under this system.
I mean, the idea that this is what female warmth is, to not be professional, to not be political, to talk about your kids and your husband and whether he takes out the trash and your dress. This is what we're now warming up for, and we have to be acutely aware of how this gets talked about in the media.
So what we have come to understand, I think, is that the death penalty is an anachronism. We're the only advanced Western nation that continues to use it. And it is has marked us as barbaric in the eyes of people around the world as a result of that.
In this mortgage meltdown crisis, African Americans will lose between $72 billion and $93 billion. Billions of dollars gone, vanished, because of subprime lending.
Henry Kissinger said that Dr. Daniel Ellsberg was the most dangerous man in America and he had to be stopped.
From the wars against disorder, from the sirens night and day, from the fires of the homeless, from the ashes of the gay, democracy is coming to the USA.
To come back and take that symbol, that piece, and destroy it, to create something new out of it and make a positive thing from that uniform. It's got that feeling that moving on from that and sort of stepping into a new path.
Does that make these people crazy? Does it make them fanatics? Does it put them in a position where the only way that you can deal with them is by continuing to kill them? And I think no.
You can call on me, 'cause I haven't moved since the last time you pulled yourself through. You can call on me, 'cause I haven't strayed.
Vanity Fair has released a cartoon in response to the New Yorker's swipe at the media coverage of the Obamas. The fake Vanity Fair cover shows John McCain in a walker with a bandaged head and Cindy with a bundle of pills. A portrait of George W. Bush hangs over the mantelpiece. The Constitution is burning in the grate. To do the media hit job fairly, Vanity Fair should have taken aim at the media's lies. Pundits pretend McCain's a maverick. He's not. He voted with Bush 95% of the time. The equivalent to the lie about Obama being a Muslim is the lie about McCain breaking with the Bush pack. The equivalent to the lie about Michelle being dangerous is the lie about Cindy being one of us. She's a $100 million aristocrat who stands to win big from her husband's tax plans. For all the flips and flops of the McCain campaign so far, the one thing that's true is the Constitution might as well be burning in the grate. And if McCain ever wins the Oval Office, you can be sure GW's policies, if not his portrait, will be on display. Again, that's not satire. Satire, sadly, would be the Constitution safe and GW banished. Funny, it's not. We can only hope this sales-boosting, silly season is over. That's it for today. Thanks for joining us at GRITtv. For links and more, go to www.grittv.org. We're also at firedoglake.com. Join the conversations in the comments section. We'll be back tomorrow. Stay tuned. I'm Laura Flanders.